We're here today to interview Tyler Moore, the former leader of Japan.
Thank you for having me here today, Nick.
How do you justify your decision to join the war?
I thought it would be best for the country. I feel like it was necessary to build the essential alliances that would be needed to forward the country in the future.
The war cost the lives of hundreds of thousands of Japanese people. Did you not realize the great risk of entering the war?
Well, initially I had hope in our country we'd be more successful in this war and not suffer so many deaths. Generals did not prepare our soldiers well enough for battle. That I will fix again in the future if I'm elected.
In your war propaganda posters, you displayed our armies as greatly superior. Was this not the reality?
This was the reality, and it was because of poor execution that resulted in the unfortunate outcomes. And I can assure you, we will be the greatest power this world has ever seen.
You also starved many citizens in order to supply war efforts. How do you justify this?
I believe no victory has ever been achieved without sacrifice, and I support that statement 100%.
Well, that's all we have for you today.
Thank you for having me.
Good evening. My name is Tiber Kiesel. Today we are joined by full-time student, current sophomore, and prospective leader of Japan, Casey Wong. In this exclusive interview, we will discuss Casey's new campaign as Prime Minister of Japan. Join me in our journey towards finding out more information on Japan's new political dark horse on Channel 9 tonight.
Thank you for having me here today, Tipper.
I'm just glad you took time out of your busy schedule to meet with us here today.
As a potential leader of Japan, I can only hope to gain the approval and trust of the Japanese people. And what better way to do that than meeting behind the scenes with the Japanese media and communication cornerstone, Channel 9 News.
Well, why don't we address the elephant in the room? The reason that we're all here.
I wasn't aware that there was an elephant in the room, but please, by all means.
In a recent debate with your competitor, it was brought up that you are a woman. How do you care to respond to these allegations?
Well, Tipper, I'm glad you asked. I, in fact, am a woman. I have been since the day I was born. I know this is a fairly new concept for the people of Japan, but I can assure you I can run this country as well as any man.
Wait a second, Casey. Would you mind backing that up for a second? So you're saying that the accusations are true and that you are indeed a woman?
I think I made that very clear in my last statement.
Well, there you go, folks. Casey Wong, prospective leader of Japan, is indeed a woman.
Wait, what did you just say?
She said she's a woman.
What just happened?
Casey just said she's a woman multiple times.
Casey is the woman on our show! Casey is the woman on our show!
Casey is a woman!
Casey Vaughn is a woman!
Casey, I have a quote here which reads, "I'm a strong, independent Japanese woman." What exactly does this mean?
It means I've pretty much been leaving a trail of breadcrumbs up to the conclusion that I, in fact, am a woman.
I can't.
I'm sorry. I thought it was very clear that I am indeed a woman. Can we please get back to the reason why we're here? I'm very excited to talk about my new campaign.
Of course. Please carry on.
Well, my major political platform, which will enforce my major agenda, requires Japan to industrialize and become a country of Western culture and ideals. This will lead us to a better education system, economy, and democracy. By doing this, we will rebuild and truly become a great nation, like a phoenix rising out of the ashes.
Wow, what a compelling argument. Well, there you go, folks. Casey Wong is in fact a woman. Blah, blah, blah. Well, that's all the time we have for today. This is Tiber Kiesel signing off until tomorrow. When I ask Beyonce, did he really put a ring on it?